Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco Podcast.
See a trucker, flash a trucker. Hey, the light. Also Puerto Rican. Ladies and gentlemen, Cool Team Captain.
What's going on, people? Welcome to the Midnight Paco Podcast. As always, you can find me at Justin Fuller Comedy on Instagram.
I am the _great _COREE. That's where you can find me. You can find us both at the Midnight Paco Podcast on Instagram.
Yes!
And this guy has a website.
Woo! JustinFullerComedy.com. If you Google Justin Fuller Comedy, that's the first thing that pops up, people. Amazing. Bow! Check that shit out.
Word.
Got episodes, it's got merch, the Midnight Paco, it's got Justice League, got Cordell's link on that shit. Check it out.
And speaking of merch, we got merch, and thanks for everybody that bought some merch.
Dope. Hey, look at this.
How dope is that?
Yeah, this is a new press. I'll be talking about this a little bit later, but bam, look at that.
Some nice spit there.
Dope.
This episode of the Midnight Paco Podcast brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services. Help you help yourself the legal way. The services that they offer is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trust, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
That's right. What's going on, man?
Slow motion.
Shoot. Not this week. This week's been a pretty busy week. In my eyes. Busy week. Yeah, another show, people! Codell had another showcase. Oh, damn. And once again, it was popping. Once again, they had the comedians that y'all best around. Once again, another fire lineup.
I thought it was. I thought it was a great show, great lineup. I appreciate everybody for showing up and coming out in support.
Yeah, shout out to them. For sure.
And there will be more to come.
Yeah, no, you already told me about the next lineup. It was pretty dope already. Make sure you guys make it. January 25th.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to pop it right here. Boop. I popped it on my story. I forgot I had the newer one up already, but either way, it still turned out. You were worried about it, confusing people.
Up there or there?
No, it's going to be right in the middle.
Right there? Okay.
Yeah, try and keep some space so it doesn't block us, but bloop, right here.
Bloop.
That's what's going to be popping the next one, January 25th. Make sure you guys check it out. And, of course, it's going to be in your eyes, you know, until it happens. You know what I mean? Week prior, week before, day of, all that stuff. And me throwing it out there. Make sure you come check it out because we got another dope lineup. Well, he got another dope lineup. I'm going to be in attendance as always. You always going to see me at that mother circle.
I tell everybody, you know, the show starts at 8 o'clock. Please get there early.
Yeah, get there early because it fills up.
It fills up really quick.
Really quick. Yeah. So apologies.
Yeah. Apologize for everybody that, that came. I saw a lot of people come and then they left because it was too packed. But I appreciate that. Come back early next time.
Yeah.
Come and see us and have fun. Get your live on. The food is good. The drinks, you got drink specials. And come check us out at Grown Ups.
Yeah, it was a good time, man.
Thank you. I had fun. It was nice.
Yeah.
I had a great lineup. Thank you for all the comedians that made my show dope. Thank you guys. You guys really came and showed up and showed out. This last show we had Justin Fuller.
Hey.
We had Jen.
Yes, you did.
We had Tank with a C.
Rocking. Yeah, he was.
And we had I Holla. We had Gene Miller.
Gene Miller, yep.
And then we closed it off with Marcus Martin. Shout out to Marcus Martin. He did his thing. Everybody.
Tell me that ain't a dope lineup, yo.
I thought it was super dope, man. Everybody was dope and did
Come
this
on.
thing. And then you had, you know.
This guy hosting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The host with the most. Yes. It's fun, man. It's a great environment. You know? It was great times.
Oh, all right.
Tell you that. I'm telling you, all the shows that you've put on so far have been pretty much the dopest around Cleveland.
Thank you, brother.
That
was nice of you to say.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
All the comedians have been on those shows, man. It's been the dopest that we've come in contact with in the area.
I think so, yeah.
You know what I mean? Hands down, man. That's why I said the scene is dope. The comedians are dope. You know what I'm saying? It's great to see the feedback you've gotten. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it goes to show your personality, man. Once again, like I said, man,
Thank you, man. It's been fun.
Talent. Yeah, for sure.
It's been a learning experience, you know. I mean,
speak on it.
Dealing with different personalities.
Because you know, look at it like this, okay? For all the young comedians out there, so we're 2 years in.
2 years, only 2 years.
Only 2 years in, and
I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
No, but we've gotten great advice by Joe Byers. Shout out to Joe Byers and Greg Morton. Shout out to Greg Morton, who's going to be here. Too bad this is going to end. He's air on the weekend. But
shout out to Greg Morton. Hey, Greg, I ain't going to be able to see your show, man, and I'm really upset about that. But I know you're going to rock the house. I know Jay going to be there.
You know what, Justin? Are you going to go home anytime soon?
Like Justin, like
are you just gonna hang out the funny stuff with me all day?
Yeah, you're gonna be here all day, or you don't have nothing else to do, Justin?
Nothing? No, Greg! No, I'm just saying, yeah, it sucks that you have to work. You should have planned better. It's terrible. But anyway, so he got great advice, and he started his own showcase. So speak on, Well,
you know what? To be honest with you, man, I really feel like, just people in general. When you see somebody doing something, or if you don't agree with what they're doing, or you know that they're making a mistake, my thing is, just instead of talking about them, use that moment as a teaching moment, especially if that person's really trying to do something, and they're not doing it like, I guess, traditional or the proper way. Instead of talking about them, why don't you pull them to the side and, hey, man, I see what you're doing, and I like what you're doing. Why don't you try doing it A, B, and C?
Right.
In this comedy game, I got plenty of mentors.
Good ones.
I got some good mentors. I got some that give you good advice. Mic'd up?
No.
Okay.
It's just the volume on this. Go ahead, keep going.
They give you good advice. They give you advice that I'm open to. I listen to everything, and then what you got to do is you have to listen to what everybody's saying, because everybody has something to say, and they have their own personal reasons for saying it.
Right.
But what you have to do is, I take in all information, and then I personalize it to best fit me and my ideas of thinking and what I'm trying to do.
Right.
And that's what I do. I mean, I don't not listen to people and not listen to things that they tell me, but it's like I take all the advice in and I try to use it
within your parameters.
Yeah.
Right.
So
for sure. And you're able to, we'll speak on this. Like, you had an opportunity, you know what I'm saying? And so as far as speak on your process on thinking of gathering a line, is it stressful or do you enjoy coming up and thinking of and like you said, you're dealing with personalities, but you're getting to know what comedians and relationships that you've had or people that know, you know what I mean?
Right. I mean, because it's first of all, shout out to Will Hopkins. I was just talking to Will Hopkins.
Shout out to Will Hopkins. I got to do a show with him.
And I was just talking to him, and he was telling me, like, people's goals are all different. People want different things out of comedy. People do, and that's one thing I had to realize. Right. I mean, I realized it before our conversation, but it was still like, in my mind, when I saw people doing comedy, I thought that they had an end game, meaning that they wanted to be successful comics.
Right.
They wanted to move on and do things to better their life situation or whatever it is, or they wanted to take their career further and things like that. But what I'm learning is people do comedy for different reasons. It could be something that they do not to necessarily be successful or make it or move out of Cleveland. It's something they do that they like to do. They just like to do it.
Right.
You got people that say that they want it but really don't. Mm-hmm. You got people that wants it but they have their idea of how it should be done.
Right.
And they take that route, but it's not my problem really.
No, obviously, but
what this is what I try to do, even with the people that I pick to be on the show. I wanna deal with like-minded people,
right?
That's trying to like take comedy serious and respect the game,
right? 100%.
Like respecting the game, and I talked about what that means to me,
right? Check out all the episodes. We ad nauseum. We speak on this because it's something we're new at. You know what I'm saying? And you see it, and so we're trying to dissect it as people that are actually trying to make it in this forum. You know what I'm saying? I understand people have been doing it before us. I understand people have been doing it longer than us, and I understand. But yet we've been fans. We've been connoisseurs. We've been living it in a different form our whole lives, just off stage. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so we come into it on stage, but we're seeing there is protocol. You know what I'm saying? There's respect with the light. There's respect with the time. You know, there's different ways of obtaining material, obviously. We all know don't steal. You know what I'm saying? Right. We all know that. That's those protocols. You know what I'm saying? There's rules in which, but at the same time, you can break certain things on how traditionally it's done. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, respect for the game, respect for the comedians. Don't just, you know what I mean, just speaking.
And that's why, like I said, like my room has, I've been to rooms where the comedians are making the most noise. Like I'm up there trying to do my thing and they back there talking.
Yeah, plenty. Yeah.
And I understand that you want to talk to your comedian friends and things like that. But wait till after the performers are off the stage. Give the same respect that performer gave to you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Yeah.
Everybody that performed, even before my own show, I was always attentive.
Right.
Watching what they were saying. I'm into the act and thing like that. But hosting, was a little different because while the performers were on, I was listening, but I was also like
trying to watch everything else.
Sort of. Yeah. I had to be attentive.
Yeah.
To everything.
Exactly. Yeah. The best thing is that these is you just do your shit.
Yeah. I tell them about how much time I need.
Yeah.
And I let them go. I'm not like I did give a comic, the wrap up sign.
Yeah.
But it was just like it wasn't because you were doing bad.
No.
At all. But it was because
time.
It was time, and the place closed at 11. So I wanted to make sure I got the person that I wanted to close it down, have plenty of time to do it comfortably.
Yeah, for sure.
But
for sure.
I got a lot of good reviews from, when I say reviews, from people that came up to me and said they had a good time.
Dude, I have people come up to me and say things, which is dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be 100% honest, it's, how I am with my, 'cause I didn't think I did great at all.
You did wonderful.
once again, I appreciate it. But thank you. You know what I'm saying? But either way, it's a different style, and I'm working on trying to do it in that style. You know what I'm saying? It's not on the stage.
Right.
It's a different environment.
It's like right there in your face. Yeah. I'm talking to you.
It's a different.
We having a conversation.
You can do a material, but it's a different delivery. I think of material is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to mold it because I know what I'm going into, but at the same time, it helps me try and be me. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to loosen up. But there, you know, I was dropping F-bombs and motherfuckers and shit like that.
You
so
could.
It's decent there, yeah. But, you know, when we go to the funny stuff, I can't do that type of shit. And that's where I can't riff. That's where there's that issue. But it's cool because I'm able to flex a little bit. You seen how I was in my comfort a little bit. Well, I'm always in my comfort, you know, as far as that. But I'm able to drop those bombs when they're needed. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's the beauty of comedy and being relaxed with your material and trying to get back into it. You know what I'm saying? And I thought I did good. I thought I did decent in the flow of things. I fucked up the goddamn ending, though. I needed to say, am I the meanest first, and then I'm the prettiest. But I fucked up first.
You had quiet participation with your show.
A little bit.
No.
It's coming. I'm telling you, man, worldwide, everyone's going to fucking know it's coming back.
You bring it back, show enough.
Bring it back, show enough, man. For all you motherfuckers out there, all wonderful fans out there, shout out to everybody. Make sure you hit subscribe and like notifications if you can.
And thank you for all the merch purchases.
All the merch purchases. You guys are wonderful. And keep rocking it. Appreciate you. And even if you don't, just hit the like. That's all you got to do. Just hit the like. That's all we ask. Like and subscribe. That's how you can help us out the most.
And shout out to everybody that's listening to all the platforms.
All the platforms. We got
thank you.
Hey, we're on Rumble now. We're on Podvine. We're all over the place. So make sure everybody check us out.
Podvine, Rumble, Apple Podcasts, Cashbox, Google Podcasts,
all these,
iHeartRadio,
Pandora. Yeah.
Shout out to everybody listening.
Everybody who finds us and tunes in and likes us. Hey, we got some more guests coming up this year too.
We got some hot guests coming in. Ooh, doggy.
Once again, all the greatest comedians from around Cleveland. For sure, but people that need to be known out there.
Fire!
You know what I'm saying?
Hot comics that made my show dope. You know, you hear us talking about them. You're going to see them. You already met one of them, which was Jin Jin. Jin Jin was here. She did her thing last night.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
And I knew she would.
Yeah, and she did her joke that she did on 50, the 50 jokes. Or
50 first jokes of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She closed up with that one.
Yeah. It was a good joke.
It was a good joke.
You know, 50 first jokes of the year. Shout out to John Bruton.
Yeah. Is that he puts that on?
Yeah, at Hilarities, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Shout out to John Bruton.
Yeah. That's what's up.
You know, one day when we grow up, we might be on our 51st jokes for the year. Maybe 2024, maybe.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I'll go on there and do my joke.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even.
I got a joke for a minute.
I forgot there was even sign up or anything. I didn't even know about sign up.
You got to do a minute.
Oh, I got a minute.
You got a minute?
I got plenty of minutes.
I got a minute too.
Dude, I was thinking because this is the second time at Grown Ups, and you know I did my new stuff. I like my new stuff. it's still growing on me. It was fun. I had but you see the other stuff I had. Fucking I was trying to add more to it. So, but I enjoy that 5 minutes. But it's like there's some other stuff I could talk about. I mean, I'm gonna have to bring my other stuff because obviously everyone that shows up, there's new people and there's other people who've been there. Yeah, the dopest. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. This is the dopest thing that's happened to me, and it was. And this happens to comedians out there, but this is something that out of the blue and I didn't expect. At the end of the show, I'm sitting there, and dude came up to me and was like, "Hey, you did a good job." I'm like, "Hey, I appreciate it," because in my mind, I'm like, "I did all right." You know what I mean? My material came out, I liked it, but And he was like, Yeah. Last time he was talking about this, and he really talked about one of my bits, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Shit.
So shout out to you. That's dope.
Hey, man. I love all the love from around the city. It's weird. Like, it's funny, man. Like, when the spotlight is on you, you got people coming up to you. They think they know you. Might know you. You might not remember you know them.
Right.
Yeah. And then I got to take the advice that I told my children. I just said, just smile and wave.
Right.
It's okay.
Hey.
Just smile and wave.
Yeah. That's
and,
right.
And it feels good to be, seen and recognized and being viewed. So, it's like.
Well, like I said, dude, that one time when we were at JV Smooth and dude from Funny Stop was like, hey, I recognize you from.
That's what happens,
like,
man.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dope.
That's dope.
It's dope.
It's dope. And it's dope when you're at a, I don't know. When people see you in your natural environment, and then
I'm trying to, hey, dude, I walk around like a fucking walking billboard. I walk my Midnight Paco all over the place. My bright yellow Midnight Paco, my new bright yellow Midnight Paco.
Yo, we got hoodies, t-shirts.
Dope.
Holla at them. Hey, y'all need comedians out there. If y'all need some merch, y'all need some ideas for a logo, holler at this guy.
We'll figure something out. I'm not the best. I know there's a lot of people out there, but if you want something here,
man, holler at that dude.
All right, we'll try and create something. You know what I'm saying? I see some nice graphic designers online. I'm like,
I'm willing to say this. I'm going to say this. We got the best looking merch on this side of Ohio. I'm going to say this with full confidence. Our merch is dope.
Even our individual shirts.
His Justin Fuller shirts is dope.
Yeah.
My Cool Steve shirts are dope.
Right.
Midnight Paco is dope.
Midnight Paco
and we got the
dope.
best looking merch on the comedy scene. Flat out. Period. Point blank.
You stupid. I'm proud of my design. I like it.
We got the dopest merch.
Okay, stupid.
I want to say we got the dopest merch. Period. On the entire comedy scene, like some of the touring comics, I look at their merch and I support it, but I'm like, this is what y'all putting out?
Facts. Those are facts.
Our merch is dope.
Those are facts.
Okay, I'm done.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm telling you, it's easy to do when it's the truth.
I mean, I didn't actually create our logos because those were our emojis from our phones, but I did put them on a shirt with vinyl, which is dope.
Yeah, but the Midnight Paco.
Oh yeah, no, this is definitely creative.
Created with that tag.
And this is
that's dope.
Okay, let me speak on this. So this is dope. So for everybody out there, I'm gonna give you the secret a little bit, because once you have a design, if you're trying to find a place, and this is some place I found, and so far the quality's good. Maybe you can find someplace cheaper, but I don't know. So far this shit looks legit as fuck. I don't know about you, but this shit's dope as fuck.
And he got it from. That's where he got it from. And if you want it some, and you want to do it yourself, go to. That's where he got it from. And that's where you can get it too. Just go there. And you can get shirts just
what
like
the hell? What the fuck? You don't like the secret sauce?
No.
Why?
Because it's there and it's available for everyone, and
it's available for everybody.
It is.
I can't control if they have their own PNG. I'm just trying to help them out find it, because I can't do it for everybody, because that shit costs money.
That's why you charge.
Yeah. So I'll put the link in the description.
You know what? Even if I don't care. Give them all the links. And they still ain't gonna have merchandise that look like ours.
No, well, what I'm saying is anybody's out there and they have their things. That's just, and they need a place to get it printed out. That's a place to get it printed out so they can press it. If they have their own shit, that's all I'm saying.
No, I want everybody to have their own shit.
Yeah.
Because I want to wear their shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to wear it.
I want to be able to have a Timbuktu shirt.
I want an Ebony Eye Holler shirt.
Right. Which I already have a Timbuktu design. I might just do that design myself.
Yeah, let's just rock his shirt.
I'm just going to rock it.
Let's just rock Timbuktu shirt.
Well, you ain't got a Timbuktu shirt yet?
Like,
what the fuck?
How you Timbuktu and you ain't got a Timbuktu shirt? Like, what's going on there?
No, shout out to Timbuktu.
Shout out to Timbuktu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, man, I appreciate it, but that's, it's dope because, it's another way of doing this shirt thing.
Yeah,
sure. Instead of the vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
It's dope.
Yeah.
It costs money, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Moving along.
Yeah.
All right, so what's else?
What else?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I cut it off earlier. I forget the fuck we were talking about. And then I just moved. We I forget what the fuck I was going on though.
Well, I was just saying, dealing with the personalities and I'm really honored and I'm blessed that I'm surrounded by this much talent and I make a phone call and then they want to do this for me.
I don't want to. I have to remind you, in which I'm gonna have a talk with Greg about this mañana. But you called some Mr. Greg Morton, and he picked up, and he was in Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once again, I have to remind you. So, people in Cleveland, Ohio, if you don't answer the phone, something's wrong with you. It's your ego. Is all I'm saying, because this dude is nothing but generous. He's always reaching out to people just to say what's up. He never asks nobody for nothing. And guess what? When you come and do a show, it ain't for free. So it ain't like you're just doing a show for free. You know what I'm saying? You're doing things the right way. You're handling relationships the right way. You know what I'm saying? So people respond in that way. So you shouldn't feel any way about it, but I know you should feel good about it, if anything. So I'm glad you do. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Just understand it's a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift because you're that type of person. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's that way, and I acknowledge it and I see it, and you know what I'm saying. It makes people be better people. I try.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like I said, I don't take any of it for granted, and
for sure.
And I thank everybody that came through. Like, not everybody, but the majority of people that I've called. They like, when and where, what time, I'm there.
Right?
And they didn't even talk about money.
Not at all.
They just said, oh, yeah, I'm there, I'm in.
Because of the relationship you had. Or just the knowledge of you as a person. Because I know you said you haven't met Will Hopkins, but you've always liked his shit.
Right.
You know, you follow, you know what I mean? Right. I did a show with him, so I know he knows of us, you know what I'm saying, a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't have a big, long conversation with him, so it'd be great when he's on our show as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, we got a guest list. We're knocking down the guest list.
Yeah, man. Dude, you're compiling. We're compiling. Such a great list.
Oh, yeah. We got a fire list for 2023 of guests that's going to be on the show.
Yeah. To
be honest with you, like for people that's in the Ohio area and beyond,
right?
You know, and I don't take any of it for granted.
Not at all.
I'm very thankful.
Not at all. Yeah, because I'll tell you what, and I said this last night after the show. I'm just there with Ebony Ayala and Jen. I'm like Tank and all them. I'm like, I love our peers in this game. In our group. Some people are younger than us, obviously. Some people are a little bit older, but we're pretty old in the game. You know what I mean? So most of them are younger than us. There's a few.
You mean as far as the age or
age? Yeah, not in the game, but age wise. Okay. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are younger than us, but been in it longer than us.
Yeah,
we're older, not been in it very long. You know what I'm saying? But it's our peer group. It's our group that we're growing, like our class. I guess if you can say anything in a weird way, obviously they may obviously quicker than us because they've been in it longer, you know what I mean? But either way, we're seeing them, so if anything happens, I was with, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was cool because there's a lot of cool motherfuckers around here that I'm grateful to be around and to know.
But see, that's the thing is like, as far as, you know, the networking thing.
But hold up, real quick. This is something, if I haven't started 2 years ago, I would have never met these people.
Right. True.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All these motherfuckers that we've met, great motherfuckers, not in a bad way. All you awesome people. In the 2 years, we would have never met.
Right. That's true. It's true.
It's crazy.
It's true.
In just 2 years.
2 years.
Awesome people.
We met a lot of awesome people.
You know what I mean?
Through comedy.
Through comedy.
Yeah.
So, shout out to everybody.
Yeah,
Love
shout out
you all.
to everybody.
Love you all. You don't know how much every time I've gone out on a Wednesday or whatever the case and hung out and had conversations, how much that meant for me physically, emotionally, you know what I mean? Everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just something I wanted to do and go out and hang out. It's something, it's like a bowling night.
Yeah.
With you know what I mean? Or whatever the fuck. Somebody just needs to get out and do something. I get it. It's a release, but it's also a productive one because you're making other people laugh.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I'm so focused on trying to make everything run smoothly and things like that. I really haven't. I think I've been cheating my audience a little bit, but I'm gonna throw something out. I'm gonna throw some more out there.
Oh, you definitely have. You definitely have.
What, been cheating my audience?
You're afraid to let go. You're afraid to unveil.
No, it's not that. It's just that I don't want to be
because a lot of your shit's silly.
Well, it's not that. I just don't want to keep saying the same shit over and over every week.
For sure.
So I just spoon feed them a little bit of things. You know, I'm not gonna say I don't say nothing. No. I say something.
No, yeah.
I say something,
yeah.
Even if it's talking about. You know what? Yeah. One time a lady came in and she said, "Talk about me." And she's like, I was like, talk about you. I said, I'm not that type of comic.
Yeah.
She's like, I want somebody to talk about me. But, she got her wish.
No, okay.
Because I think I holla got her.
Oh, okay, good.
Why you holding that wig down?
Oh, okay. All right. Yep, Holla, man. Shout out to Holla. I love her. She's so awesome.
Yeah, Ebony Gordon did her
such
thing.
A great personality.
Yes.
Such a funny person.
Yeah.
She went up and down. Such her out. She was just in the zone, just up and down the bucket. She was had a great time. It was
great job. If y'all not familiar, look her up.
Yeah.
Her Instagram, I think.
I'm gonna put all the comics Instagram up in the description. So make sure you check out everybody we mentioned. All their Instagrams are gonna be up in the description. So make sure you follow them as well because they're up and coming. I'm telling you, man. There are people out there doing the damn thing. Ebony's always in D-Hawk's skits. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to D-Hawk. She's always. I'm gonna put his up in there too. So it's just. It's a great scene around here, and a lot of good people. And you know what? I was sitting there thinking about it, and I'm while we were talking earlier off camera about Kevin Hart's that movie Paper Soldiers.
That was my first time seeing Kevin Hart.
Okay, but it made me think of you said it was like a new beginning, and it was funny, but like him early on in his career, obviously. Mm-hmm. And it made me think of Clerks for some odd reason, just because being new in the movie, I didn't know about that movie, so I had to be real long ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it made me think of a low budget movie, but still funny. You know what I'm saying? So it made me think of Clerks, and I'm just thinking of all with D-Hawk and all the people and all the comics that we know. If we had a good script, if somebody could come up with a good script of a good movie and cast the people around this motherfucker, it could be a good independent film, man.
So much
you know what I'm saying?
Talent that could
so many talent. Yeah.
And that's what I was trying to tell Liam and Michael.
Yeah, them too.
And Michael Dickens.
Shout out to Liam Salvage and Michael Dickens.
You guys are young.
Yep.
You're marketable.
Right.
Man, y'all just don't know.
Right.
Y'all don't know.
For sure. Every time I see Liam, I think of fucking that dude from American Pie.
Okay.
The
jock.
Yeah, the jock dude.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I see Liam.
Even though Liam's like really not that type of
Not
person.
at all. Not at all.
He's a nice guy.
For sure.
Actually, but
yeah.
you know, but
I mean, that dude wasn't a bad guy. No, stop. He was a gentle guy. But he wasn't Liam's obviously not that.
Yeah.
He's not stupid either.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But, man.
He's talented. He's talented.
The talent we got here.
But I just think of him.
Look, even Dom, shout out to Dom.
Dom, he's out there. Shout out to my
Thank
military.
You for your service, man.
Shout out to my military brother.
Holding it down in the Air Force, man.
Yeah, he got light.
Don't get fat. Good food, Dom.
Easy ass fucking Air Force and the Navy got it. I mean,
he thinks you should have joined the Space Force.
No. I mean, I didn't do the Marines, but I was in the Army National Guard, but when you're active duty, you're in the Army. So it's basically you're second because you got the Marines who obviously think they're first, whatever.
The first one's in, the last one's the lead.
Whatever. Yeah, I remember the first time I got back from Iraq. The first time, dude, I met this cat. He was younger than me. You know, he's a Marine, whatever the case. This my wife's cousin was like, oh, he was in the Army. He was in the military. So we were talking. He was like, oh, I'm in the Marines. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, were you in Iraq? He was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, me too. I think he was in maybe the year before. I mean, obviously they spearheaded. He was in active duty. You guys, shout out to you motherfuckers. Hey, I get it. But I'm like, okay, I was there too, though. We went through the same things. And your job was kind of easier because you just went and shot whoever. I'm glad I didn't have to shoot nobody. But I was on the defense the whole time. You know what I mean? So I'm like, basically the same thing.
It is, but what makes it different is
he's going to have psychological problems.
No, you broke your Reese cups at the forest.
Goddamn right I did.
Beta!
I don't give a fuck.
He was doing the beta tour.
No. That's how I decided. My roommate would fucking put it in his mouth like a goddamn monster.
Like you should.
Whatever. Shout out to my boy Starborski.
That's the right.
He's like, why'd you say my name? He don't watch these things, but that's my dog.
Well, that's how you're supposed to eat a Reese cup. Not the
that's how. I hear it look at me all the time. How the fuck are you putting that back in the freezer? Cause, man, I gotta save it for later.
What kind of beta shit is that?
Cause I didn't want to spend my money. Although he was a tight knit until I went to Taco Bell. He'd be like, "You going to Taco Bell?"
Then he was splurged.
Yeah, he like, give me this. I was like, all right, cool. Cause the dope thing was when the second time I went, we were in Baghdad. We were in Baghdad, but we were at this place called War Eagle. I think that was the place called. That was the first base. That was like, I wasn't very cool with that one because that was like in Baghdad. That was like in the city. Like, that was like being at the base would be like Progressive Field. As soon as you leave that bitch, everybody's there. And then you got the highways there and shit like that. And then we had to patrol up and down like fucking 480.
Wow.
And make sure there was no bombs on the side of the road and shit like, you know what I'm saying? That's being in that environment and then going and walking through fucking like East 9th. Just down that road. And acting like nobody's on rooftops ready to fucking, you know what I'm saying? It was like in that environment for the first like few months I was there the second time. And then they moved us to a second base that was more like in the outskirts, like in the country and shit like that.
Yeah.
And we were there, and there they had fucking Taco Bell and fucking Burger King and shit like that in the area.
So you used to go get food in your GI uniform.
Walk.
You used to walk to Taco Bell.
Yeah, because our choose would be here, and then they would have like another like this trailers set up, and they were like cooking the Taco Bell shit out of a trailer, basically. But it was the same fucking ingredients that you guys got here.
Who was selling the Taco Bell?
Natives, or they would have Brown and Root, which was a company I think who got like a lot of African workers, people from Africa. Yeah. Or it was Iraqis that would work. Natives.
You were fighting a war with them.
Oh yeah, with us. Yeah, we had Iraqi soldiers that we were training. Like we couldn't go on missions the second time unless we had an Iraqi soldier with us.
So did any of them ever tell you like, no, don't go to this Taco Bell?
No, because we didn't. No, it was there on base, so everything that was flown in there was from America. It was just on the base. It was on the base.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were just preparing it.
Gotcha.
It was all Taco Bell material.
No, I get it.
Yeah, it was all straight up.
Just...
Yeah, the same stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was all the same shit. Well, dude, they had like there was times where they would make sure like interpreters, like cell phones, like there was motherfuckers like getting bombed because interpreters had cell phones. And they were like pinpointing where to fucking aim mortars and shit. Not on our base, but that's been, yeah. So obviously those are things that had to be checked out and things of that nature, yeah. It shows, I mean, you don't think about the dangers and things that, when you're over there, but I got a couple suits tailored by a Turkish tailor over there.
There you go. Not too many people can say that.
Not too many people can say that shit.
Can you still fit them?
Of course.
Nice.
I was a little bit heavier when I got back.
Yeah.
I was 185 pounds when I got back from Iraq the second time.
So how much are you now?
I got on the treadmill at Planet Fitness, and it was set 165. It tells you your weight.
No, you put your weight in.
No.
It tells you your weight?
I was standing on it, and it was blinking 165.
Really?
Yeah.
That wasn't your heart rate?
No. I wasn't even touching it. No, I just got on and pushed start.
I weighed 271.
Get it. Solid.
That's Hubba Bubba Check.
Hubba Bubba Check. I don't know if I'm 165. Unfortunately, I think I'm like only 160, floating in that range. Dude, I lost a lot of weight when I got shot.
If I lose 100 pounds, I would be 171.
And you'd be fucking ripped.
I would probably look like thinner. They be like, you seen Corey? Oh my God, he look.
All this is this. It's kind of the belly.
You be like,
up here you're cool.
You be like, man, you seen Cool C, man? Oh, he lost a lot of weight. He lost 100 pounds. He look like Skeletor.
No.
At 171, I don't think I would look good at 171.
No. With your height, no, you need to be at least 190.
Yeah.
200. 210. 210 would be
200 is cool.
I think 210 would be dope.
I'll try.
Because if you drive 60 pounds and you're working out, 210 is fucking solid.
Yeah.
100%. That's what I said. When I got back from Iraq, I was 185 pounds. But I was working out because my buddy, shout out to Dave Segelski. He was like a bodybuilder. When he actually did shows and shit. And like I worked out with him the whole time I was there. Came back, man. Looking
ripped.
I wasn't ripped, but I had size. I was thick. You know what I'm saying? And 185. Can you imagine 20 more pounds on me? But then I got shot. Actually, you see me. I was at oop, that place. I want to beat that out.
Yeah, take that shit the fuck up out of here.
Beat that out. Well, I was there. We were there. Yeah.
That place.
That place. It's going to Yeah,
beat that shit out.
Yeah, don't worry. All right, for sure, 100%. But we were there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I was. Okay. And it took me a while to get back to, now. Because remember, people were like, you look weird on the TV.
Everybody was like,
concerned. I'm like, trust me, man, it's my job. Because I've been hustling, fucking wrapping pallets. I couldn't, that's when I was working over at Aldi's. I can shout out Aldi's. They ain't the other, ain't nothing wrong with them. I was doing pallets there, you know what I'm saying, and fucking hustling. Then I come in the gym and do 2 miles. That wasn't good.
Hustling and then doing 2 miles?
Because they don't stop at that motherfucking dog. As soon as you put on the headset, boom, go. You're going. Which is dope, you know what I mean, because the day goes by quick. You know what I'm saying? But
I got so
that's
many.
A young man's job right there. Shout out to y'all.
No, it takes a person. You have to be young. You have to have common sense because some of these people that build these pallets.
Oh yeah. It's not. It's definitely a talent. You gotta pay attention to what you're doing because yeah. Hey, shout out to all the warehouse workers that care about their job while working in a quick manner,
or they just get it.
Yeah,
like some people build pallets, and I see them. And I'm asking the question, do you know this is going to go on trucks? You know, they build pallets, and some of them be well wrapped to the very top. But then they throw things on top of that and don't wrap it. I'm like,
disaster.
Did you know it was going on a truck? Some people, you'll have a stack of toilet paper, and they put heavy things like 4-gallon each box vinegar on top. You can't make pallets that way, people.
No,
you have to do heavy at the bottom and light at the top.
Matter matters.
Yeah, matter. You know, somebody had like heavy ass stuff on top of a stack of Capri Suns, and Capri Suns they're the little foil bags and boxes, and I guess they are pretty solid, but not if you're going to stack like things that weighs like a couple of pounds each on top of them. It's going to collapse. I don't care how well you wrap these things.
No, not at all.
I mean,
yeah.
You know, and certain places think that shrink wrap is the fix-all, but it's really not.
No.
You have to. It's an art to it.
It's Tetris.
It's Tetris, but you have to consider the weight.
Oh, for sure. Well, that's the beauty of it because they're like newcomers. That's the problem. Like you have to understand, like at certain places, you have to understand like what you're building and how you're building, and eventually you get it. So, but the problem is they have you go in like almost like a fucking assembly line. But people start the way they do. Once you understand the process, you see people doing the same thing you do the whole time. You start with all the things like the juices on the bottom, and then you build it up. Because certain areas you got to build certain pallets. That's the beautiful thing about certain places because they divvy out the work. Because there'll be times like when you go in, okay, you start, boom, build a pallet. All right, you got this store. So you just build everything for that store. I couldn't wait for that moment. Once I was on my own, just let me do my shit. I'll build it perfect for this fucking store and they'll love me. Because I was a driver. A lot of these people ain't drivers. They were never drivers.
Right.
So they never showed up at a place and the pallets all fucking fell over because somebody loaded their truck all fucked up. Because guess what? They ain't got to deal with the end result. So they have to fucking just put it together and get it on the fucking, either stage it, and then the fucking loader's like, let me just get the fuck on this bitch. But unfortunately, you guys load your own shit.
Right.
But I've been at places where they load the trucks and just say, fucking good luck. They don't put no tape. It fucking just, speaking of the place we beeped, some people just put fucking tape, no tape, good luck.
Or just a strip of shrink wrap
That's
around the top.
saying, yeah, the top.
Everything else is out.
Loose as fuck. You hit a bump, the bottom box, smash.
And that was the thing with, certain, I'm so glad we don't haul corn. But people used to do corn like that. They used to just do a strip of shrink wrap across the top.
That's heavy as fuck. If it goes, it's going.
Yeah, it's going.
The rest are wrapped top to bottom. That's the one place about that, the good thing about that place is they teach top to bottom, or bottom top, whatever, just wrap the whole fucking pallet. But some people don't pull it tight enough. And like you said, if you put heavy shit on the top,
nobody in the freezer.
The freezer is the worst, though.
No, everybody in the freezer wraps loose as fuck. Like, what's going on?
I used to take my time when I got out there to wrap because I always made sure I just went over it. Because, for one, it's cold. Nobody... Shout out to some of them motherfuckers because I used to have hand warmers on deck, yo. I remember one time because they put out so many, and then I started, like scavenging. I had a stack of them bitches in my fucking locker, so I knew I'd grab a few, and so I always had 2 in my boots, 2 in my hands. But motherfuckers went in there with none. Their hands had to be numb as fuck, toes cold as fuck. So they're out there, they're like, trying to wrap a pallet, Meanwhile, I'm out there. My hands were warm, my toes. I was dressed for the occasion, but these young motherfuckers didn't know no better. Snot running out their fucking nose and mine.
Wash your produce.
Wash your fucking produce. Wash your fucking produce, people. I've been in this game long enough to know to wash your produce.
That's what I tell.
I've dropped enough shit to know to wash your produce.
I tell everybody,
wash your produce for sure.
Wash your produce. Everywhere I worked at.
Everywhere.
Wash your produce.
Wash your produce. I remember one time, dude, I dropped a pallet like fucking Roma tomatoes or grape tomatoes, and they rolled like marbles. And guess what? Shovel them fuckers up, put them in containers, and get them the fuck on the pallet.
And it for all the people that like to get limes and lemons in their bar. I mean, in their drinks in their bar. Just ask for it on the side. Squeeze that lemon taste in there. Don't.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, because you know they ain't washing them limes before.
Or them lemons and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to sort through them motherfuckers.
Yeah. Like, I'm allergic to penicillin, and I didn't get a penicillin shot.
I didn't get a penicillin. I did it in my butt. In the
but if you're allergic to penicillin.
Oh yeah, my son's allergic.
Let's just say you got some shit. A lime or a lemon in your drink with maybe some mold. Yeah. It happens.
It happens. Hopefully not when they get delivered and like if they go through them.
Man, you know what? The things that I see, like when people be making like mixed drinks and fruit, and they don't care. They just be cutting up stuff that I don't personally eat. Like,
have you seen it, bro? Because most places have bars.
I had a banana shake that had that black tip of the banana.
Oh, are you fucking serious?
And that ruined my appetite.
It wasn't a crisp banana.
It was the black tip, and I was like, "What is this? Why is it in my shake?" It was like that. It was banana butt. That's what it was.
Fucking banana butt in your drink.
It was banana butt in my shake. It was the banana butt end that was a little furry. It was a little string.
And it had a string on it too?
I don't know. I might have made it.
Oh, that was the worst about the string.
You know, like you don't put banana butt in nobody's drink and nobody's shake.
Definitely don't.
And people make their salads. People make people's salads with lettuce butt. You don't put lettuce butt in nobody's salad. Who's going to eat that? Y'all know what lettuce butt is. Look at the head of lettuce. You see the little brown part? That's lettuce butt.
Lettuce butt.
Don't nobody want no lettuce butt
salad.
You know, and anybody that's been near me or saw me order my Subway, or even the workers that seen, or you know, they were fixing my sandwiches. They know not to put lettuce butt or tomato butt on my sandwich.
Oh, tomato butt, I understand. I'd be like, lettuce butt on there?
I'd be like, look, if you see the brown piece of lettuce, that's lettuce butt. Look. I'd be like, look, can you exchange that tomato? Like, why would you give that to anybody? Why would you put lettuce butt on somebody's sandwich? Get that out of here.
Because they got to put it on the back. Somebody's sandwich.
Get that.
I mean, that case is throw
you throw it out. You don't put no lettuce butt on nobody's sandwich.
That's like Taco Bell skimping.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
I ain't going there no more.
You know, I don't know.
No, I'm kidding.
You know, why would you like serve stuff that you wouldn't eat yourself? Why would you serve that to people?
Because people work and they don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. That's terrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah, and
most of my young kids are like, fuck Taco Bell.
Like, fuck these customers. They
but see, that's when I should get a good taco. These motherfuckers are skimpy as fuck. They ain't watching you. Put more in my motherfucking taco. And don't put cheese on my burger. Every time. Fucking time. Care about a job is what I'm saying.
You order a hamburger.
All the time.
And then you'll specify. And I've ordered for him. I said, can I get a hamburger, a double hamburger, and with no cheese? You got to say that.
You have to say
because, and then you'll get your occasional smart aleck like, yeah, cheese don't come on hamburgers. I'm aware of that.
But they do.
Obviously, somebody inside this finest
multiple times. I remember I went through drive-thru at Riley's 3 different times for one sandwich. They couldn't get it right for shit. And by the end of it, I had to still scoop off cheese, and I was going to throw it on the ground, but luckily dude had his glove out, and I just put it in his hand. Sorry, dog, but fuck, man. 3 different times?
You should have threw it on the window like,
I didn't make up the menu. No, I was going to throw it on the ground. I didn't make up the menu. This is what's on the menu. You guys cook it every day. Care about your job, whatever it is. I understand people don't like it. I don't like my shit. I don't mind it. But I can't wait to be on stage. You know what I'm saying? What I'm doing is not what I want to be doing for the rest of my life.
Sure.
And I noticed at a young age, like when I graduated high school and I went to college and dropped out, and then I ended up driving bus, and I'm like, this is a good job, good paying job. Fuck, my cousin's balling. If I get a full-time job, insurance, the benefits, are you fucking kidding me? This is great. I'm not a fucking bus driver. I'm not a bus driver. My bus was fun. We had a great time. I was a great bus driver. But I'm not a bus driver. You see what I'm saying? And every other job, oh, you gotta work, you gotta do this, okay, you gotta make a living, you gotta pay bills, you gotta, yeah.
This is what I learned. Like you could have a job and be at that job for a long time and be a jerk and not even give your all. As long as you're there on time, show up there on time. You could be a jerk. You don't have to do your job. Just show up there on time.
100%.
Yeah.
But I'll shoot myself. Fucking kill me. If I got to be at one of them jobs for 25 years, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? We talk about life. I know, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what else? I can't do it, dog. This is something... put me in, coach. This is it.
And you know what? Shout out to all the comedians out there that's trying to make it.
That's what I'm saying.
Respect the game. Keep doing what you're doing.
This is what we're about because we're those people that can't be fucking stuck in a box. These are us. These are the personalities that are like, no, fuck this regular bullshit on a day-and-day basis. I need to be out there talking my shit and having fun and spreading love to the world.
This episode of the Midnight Paco Podcast brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services help you help yourself the legal way. The services that they offer is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trust, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
That's right.
Where can they find you at, man?
Hey, everybody, you can find me at Justin for the Comedy on Instagram.
And you can find me at the_great_COREE. That's where you can find me on Instagram. Or you can find us both at the Midnight Paco Podcast on Instagram. We've watched that both very closely. Send us messages.
Yeah, hit us up in the comments. You can hit us up at the Midnight Paco Podcast at Gmail. Hey guys, if there's anything you guys want us to touch on specifically, I know lately we ain't been on no social, we ain't talked about what's going on in the world these days, you know what I'm saying? It's because we don't want to bring you guys down, man. We're trying to keep you positive and focused on your goals, you know what I'm saying? Because we're working on this thing. This is year 3. This is a year to grow. You know what I'm saying?
This is a year to grow, and don't forget to get some Midnight Paco merch.
Damn.
Like this fine coaster here. We got coasters, we got shirts.
That's right. Check it out on Amazon.
Yeah.
Check it out on Redbubble.
Make sure you
check out the justinforthecomedy.com. I got the links there. always put the descriptions here in every video. Make sure you hit the links. Love everybody. Make sure you subscribe, like, notifications. Spread the word. Love you all. Peace out.
Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. 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 Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast.